Oh, welcome to my bedroom. And in here I have a simple little place here where I'm very comfortable. My TV twirls around. I can be anywhere, and even in the bathroom I can watch TV. These are some of my soft sculptures. I just redid her. She's been redone. And I tried to, with the mirror, so you could see the back of her. This is really an amazing piece. This is a rock. It's a little fairy. And I've created all of this with moss and you name it. Inside, if you could look in there, it's quite amazing in her little place. I've done a little... it's like playing with dolls. But you're creating it, and it's a little hut. This frog here is one of my pieces. I like to do stuffed animal type things, only more creative, more collectible. This doll I did back in the 70s. I used to have them, different types, but of the same type of doll, at Mountain Folks in Laguna Beach. With Josie, and would sell my dolls there. And she's pouting because her doll broke. And actually this one lady wanted me to do a head for a real doll of the pouty face. This in my feng shui is my wealth and fame corner. And so I've got Uncle Sam there, and just things that represent, there's a picture of me with the, it's up there in the corner, with the money framed around, different things from the feng shui books that supposed to help you with success. A friend of mine did this beautiful giraffe. Her name is Rebecca. And then just some of my crazy stuff. Oh, that's a little bumblebee rock. I have some of those at the gallery. They're all unique and different from each other. I think I did 10 of them. These are my book covers. I have 2 that I recently did. The Joy of Feeling is an acupressure book. And this is the 5 lands. And if you like, I'll read what I said about it. I have to get my glasses. This is about the cover. This 5 lands painting is by Kathleen Chaney, who drew the original 5 lands illustration on page 64. There are faces in the mountains, rocks, cliffs, water, and trees. How many can you see? The artist says the reason for the faces is to show that there is life energy in all things. The earth is alive, the trees, the rocks, everything has life. Also, she says if we look carefully and take our time, we can see faces in nature. Many of us artists just recreate what we see in nature. But nature is alive, animated, growing, breathing, changing, amazing. The faces are particularly apt since the picture is a metaphor for 5 inner lands, each of which is an aspect of the core self or original inner nature. So that's, I thought that was pretty neat. This is the second book cover that I've done, called The Bagley's Gold, and from a lady in New Jersey, Carol Davis. And it's her poetry, and I wrote a little poem to her. She's a friend of mine. And we collaborated and talked together to get this cover. I like the title of this book, The Bag Lady's Gold, which is faith, really. That's our gold. And if you have faith, you have gold. I wrote a poem for Carol before she did this book. Carol Lynn, she's my friend, seeker of truth, writer of proof, growing with knowing, wisdom is showing, from caterpillar to butterfly, using the third eye, loves God and humanity, she is set free. Happy birthday, my friend. Love forever, Kathleen. Welcome to Flying Pigment Studio, and here we have 8 local artists, and over here we have the artist owner, Darcy Gertis.
Hello.
She does a lot of these gorgeous paintings, as you can see. I watched her do this one, the Harley, all last summer. I watched it just transform. It was just so wonderful to watch that happen. And over here I have my rocks. And I've made my displays. Believe it or not, these are made out of a cardboard box, toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, and velvet.
We all saved it.
And it all comes apart. And I also made those up there, the displays, because people don't make displays that I need. What would fit rocks. This rock here is very special. I call it a chakra meditation rock, and it has 15 words in there in the colors of the chakras, beginning with the root in the red, then working up to the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, all the way up to the crown. And it helps balance your chakras as you meditate on the words that are in those colors. It's a very cool rock. This is a froll, which is a cross between a fairy and a troll. And they don't turn out too pretty. That's why they're rare. And I think what happened, and he does look a little like Bob Dylan, which wasn't on purpose. And I think he bites too. He might be a little mean. But I think that a troll got a fairy drunk, and this is what happened. And this is his little friend. This is a Garner Valley rock. It has the face. This is Da Vinci. He's painting your portrait while you look at him. And I've got this rock in Germany, Landstuhl, Germany, at Rheinstein Air Force Base, where my son was stationed. And I just get a kick out of this, and he wanted a hat to be complete. He's got his paints and stuff. I'm always looking for Buddha-shaped rocks. This is a Bainbridge Island rock, and I like to do it all the way around. And I also make their pillows, and he's holding his mala. He's got his little yin-yang necklace on. And those are fun. One of my favorites. I like rocks as sets, and I loved this rock because it had this little layer like it could be water, and it had a hole in it, and I think that this caterpillar lives in that hole. If you look closely at the detail, there's faces in all the rocks around, and when Humpty Dumpty doesn't want to be near the water, he can just be the rock with the rocks, like me. And this is a fairy, a butterfly fairy. And this, the base of her, is my favorite part. There's water spirits in the water. And this is a Kingman, Arizona rock. But you can see water spirits all the way around. And she sits and is at one with the water spirits, visiting with them. That is all one solid rock, and I have added, embellished it with different things. A friend of mine was hiking in Eureka and brought that rock back for me, and I saw a clownfish right away in it. That was pretty fun. This rock here is a mother and baby dragon. This one took me a long time to do, but I loved how the egg was there and even her neck coming down. And I also did the backs and all the way around. just love the shape of this rock. It goes all the way around.
Oh, boy.
Has great story with it. While I was painting this, even though it's sad, 2 whales in Long Beach had washed up on shore. But I was painting this at the same time, which I thought was kind of, I don't know, a tribute to the blue whales. And this is Kingman, Arizona rock. Darcy's husband brought me a truckload, and I was just overjoyed. And I continue to go through that pile all the time, and I'm always inspired by those rocks.
How many faces do you say?
I'm gonna cheat. Oh, there's... Okay, wait. I think there is 81.
84? 81?
No, 61.
61.
61 faces. It's a Kingman, Arizona rock.
61, did you say?
61.
Okay, now I gotta burn that on my brain.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. These are things I've done throughout the years. A lot of originals that I keep in here. Different, just whatever I feel like doing. This is like a Pegasus. And I like the colors in this one, very different. This one's kind of comical. I did it on lousy paper, but that's all I had at the time. I call these bird watchers. These are bird watchers. That'd be kind of a cute poster. 1990. And some of the birds have, the cats have little birds in their eyes. It's like, what's on your mind? This I call dream horses. I wanted it to look like a dream. This one I did back in '94. I don't know. This one I just did personal. It's of my totems, my animal totems. I've not completed it, but I'm not done yet. So it's just of the different animals that are in my totems. I'll go into those. You don't have to film this. You can see if you want to. I always thought this would be great to do for AA. Just showing how it's fun at first, and then they're still in there, get caught up in it, and then they're just going down the tubes, right into the bottle or whatever they were doing. It's a very emotional piece, and I thought it would be good for therapy. Reading a crystal ball to an owl. Someday I'll finish it. Christmas cards. I try and do Christmas. This will be 4 of them. They could be printed on that one. Still incomplete, but I like Christmas cards. I like the stained glass peace sign, the giraffe with the butterfly on its nose. What's this called? Okay. This I call transformation of inner space. The butterfly signifying transformation. Just sometimes I'm really out there. I'm glad to share these with you because these are all just, oh, this one's very strange. We're not alone. Hawk with a message. This actually happened. A friend of mine brought this hawk to my house. It was sick and it couldn't fly, and they brought it to me. And I knew I had a friend, David Salk, who's a fellow artisan. I knew he could take care of it, so we took the hawk to him. And it was in a box. I was calling it hawk in a box. And he just took it right out, and it's like the little hawk was all relieved. Someone knows what to do with me, and he gave it water and set it on pillows in his place. And I call this hawk with a message. And he has a video of this hawk flying away healthy. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty goofy, but this is just a copy of a silly cat. And actually what I did with this later on is I took the kitty litter off and I put braces on it. And I used to trade my dentist for dental work. I filled his office full of paintings. It was a great trade. Oh, I like giraffes. This is like a giraffe family. They almost look alienish. Maybe they're giraffes from outer space. One of my favorites. This is Uranus and its moons. I love outer space. It actually looks like that.
Did you draw this from a picture?
From outer space photographs. I like sky things. This one is things in clouds. There's a lot of things in these clouds. This is just goofiness. Just, I don't know, just a little bit of everything. Even a square not done. I figure for printing purposes. Batik butterfly. I think this would be lovely material. It would be very fun material. Landscape butterfly. Not done on the best paper, but it was just an idea. Oh, this one is two children, a brother and sister, looking at the fish. I challenged myself to have their little noses pressed up against the glass, and the fingers, and the water up above. It was a challenge for me. And there's another fishy story. This one I did in 1990. I think the fish are upset, trying to hide. This one, a friend of mine took me to Balboa Island or park where they were having Impressionists exhibit, and it was so wonderful to see all those originals done by famous artists. And I came home and I just practically threw this up on the paper. I was so inspired. So this was getting all that inspiration out of me in an impressionistic way. Oh, I don't know. This is just another little bit of everything. I thought they could be cards. Little gift cards. They go every which way. And I usually just make a copy and cut them out and use them as gift cards. Guys will be something like this one. Would be lovely material. I'd like to eventually do some material. It's kind of fun. There's another one of those, either gift wrap or wallpaper or whatever. It would be nice gift wrap. And they kind of go every which way too. Just fun. in Garner Valley. I went to see the spring flowers. It was like a psychedelic trip. The colors were even brighter than this and just screaming yellow. I came home and this just came right out. Easily it flowed with inspiration from the wildflowers. This one is called Butterfly Fairies. This one is Saturn and its moons. I like this one. It's Jaguar. I still have to work on it. I did one of these for my son, Kelly. One year I just gave both my kids an original drawing, or painting. And it's in turquoise. And I did put glow in the dark. And I didn't tell him. And I told him, I made the face glow in the dark. And I called it Jaguar in the Dark. And I told him, there's a secret about this painting, but you'll have to figure it out. And it took them months. And finally his wife says, turn off the lights. And there it was.
So with all those wonderful pictures, what do you intend to do with them?
Well, these, I don't know. They exist. They were just inspiration. Some could be cards, prints, paper, whatever. I just did them.
So you've not shown anyone any of these to a company or to?
No. This is all. I'm just laying myself out here.